The goal today is to figure out, is it worth upgrading from a GoPro 10 to a DJI Osmo Action 5. So this is the clip I'm using to compare. It's just a short clip. And this is the GoPro. And I'm just going to concentrate on some stills. And that's the GoPro. I like the color of the sky. And this is the Osmo Action 5, whatever they call it, the DJI. It's got some vivid thing going on, which I'm not happy about, but I think you can change it to normal somehow. And the great thing about this camera is that the processor is incredibly more modern. So I went through 3 batteries on the GoPro, and every time I switched out a battery, there's a chance that you get snow, water, sand, something in the camera. So that's far better on this one than my old GoPro. But the image, let me just pull up a side-by-side real quick. So the one on the right is the GoPro, and the one on the left is the DJI, and the image is just better, the sky's better, everything's better. Now the DJI does have higher frame rate, less energy consumption, and I assume with firmware updates they're going to fix any of the problems. And also with the DJI, you notice that the width is a lot bigger than on my GoPro. I set that to cinematic. This one, it's much wider, which I don't like, and that may have something to do with it. I think that, let me put back the side-by-side again. I think that ever since like 3 or 4 years ago, all the cameras have gotten really good. The stabilization's really good. The sharpness is good. And I can't say one camera is specifically better than another. And the little things that the pros, I'm not a pro, I'm just trying to take some action camera videos. The things that pros look at don't matter to me. And so my opinion is they're all really, really good now, and the fine details to someone like me don't really matter. And what matters for the newest camera that DJI has is it lasts so long, it has such a high frame rate, but I don't think it's better. And my opinion is, if you can tolerate swapping out those batteries every hour or so, which is what I do, I wouldn't upgrade. I would stick with the GoPro 10 or 11, whatever version you have. And the main thing that happened like 3 or 4 years ago is that all of them look fantastic. They all look really great. And to me, what matters is the shot, the video that you're getting from it. Now that we have, no, don't get on the microphone. No microphone. Now that we have action cameras that can capture such great video, I think it's more about figuring out the shot that you need. So pros can go in there and say, this is better than this. And as for low light, here's my opinion on low light. The human eye is logarithmic. So what we see as 1,000 times brighter might be only like 3 times brighter. So it goes up a magnitude for each increment of how much more bright it is. So even though the DJI might have much higher low light capabilities, to the human eye, seeing these differences, it's not a big deal. They're all still terrible in low light. That's my opinion. You need a full frame camera if you're shooting in low light, not an action camera. So that's my opinion. I think work on your making your movies, and don't worry too much about getting the latest action cam. But if you are a video professional, you better get the latest one. What are you doing? But don't forget, you gotta update that firmware so that it doesn't look like you're living in a cartoon world.